a man of God, you're gonna find yourself in an environment with a man of God. If that's what you're seeking, you know what I mean? Like you can get the environment that you're looking for, and those things. And the thing about you, Jose, that you're not realizing is that you were seeking for that. You were seeking for that. I mean, the three of us still had a decision to make whether we wanted to be your brother. You know what I mean? But you had something that.
Drop the mic, right? So shifting gears a little bit, Friday, I don't know. No, Thursday, I was at high school and I was speaking to some young men. And as I was talking to them, you could see who's the alpha male in the classroom and who want to be cool. And then you got like the class clown who he's real cool. He's just talking to everybody but distracting as well. Yeah. And so in order to kind of get them together, they all sat in like a little pack in the corner. So I was just trying to get them involved in the conversation. So I went to them and I was like, hey, what can you tell me the most about this young man, you know? And so he was like, the other guy was his friend. He was like, oh man, he's cool. He's chill. And then a dude he got all the girls, and then they all laughed. Like, they hype each other up when it comes to all of that. And so then I asked the other dude vice versa, like, what can you tell me about him? Like, what do you love the most about him? He said, man, same thing. He's cool. Like, I knew that the first time I saw him that we would be cool with each other. We'd be friends. And I was like, okay, let's talk about friends. And so as they started throwing out labels and characteristics of friends, we ended up having to divide 3 categories. We had friends, brotherhood, and then we had acquaintances. And so I was like, all right, tell me everything about friends. They're like, well, you have something in common. You do stuff together, you play sports together, you can talk to one another. And then I was like, let's go to acquaintances. And of course everybody's like, oh, they temporary, we cut them off quickly, all of that. And I was like, brotherhood, and they got stuck a little bit. They're like, what? And then they're like, well, brotherhood is somebody you can trust, somebody you can love, and someone that is just real with you. I'm like, wait, don't you want that in friends? You don't, like, why did, as soon as you thought about brotherhood, you put love and trust? You don't love and trust your friends? You just say y'all have something in common, y'all go and talk to them. So anyways, as we talk about manhood, we cannot be the men that we are today without other people pouring into us, encouraging us. Like, I thought it was very important to have y'all 3 here for episode 1 because y'all changed my life. Like, y'all 3 are my ride or dies, and I thought this would be a great way to launch this conversation. And so talking about friends, how has your definition of friendship shifted from high school to now?
Ooh. So, like, for me, it's evolved. There are going to be those people that are technically friends, but somebody that I really will go out and tell everybody that's my friend is somebody that's kind of overlapping to be my brother as well. You know what I mean?
Brotherhood for me is this idea of, I'm out here on the battlefield every day. I'm at war every day, right? With myself, with the world, different temptations, different, things going on. I'm at war every day. Brotherhood for me is being able to look to my left and to my right, and the brothers next to me have picked up their weapons as well. They picked up their armor as well, and they're out there in the battlefield too, right? From that scenario, friendships, once their character has been proven through years and years and times. I don't have to speak to Jeff. We barely speak day to day. We barely speak month to month, but I know that you're out there you're trying your best every day. So therefore, as a brother, whenever he hits me up and I hit him up, it's an instant love. It's instant connection. It's instant power and growth. Why? Because we know that we're trying to reflect the one who's created us, and that's Jesus. Right. Same thing with Jose, same thing with Joel. It's not a matter of frequency. It's a matter of intensity in the person that we're pursuing, which is Jesus. That brings us together.
It's not a matter of frequency.
It's not a matter of frequency, but it's a matter of intensity
in
the pursuit of who we're following, which is Jesus Christ. And I think the love for Jesus is really what brought us all together. It's really what classifies us as brothers.
Absolutely.
Right? So no questions about that.
Frequency, but intensity. Hashtag that. It's not the frequency, it's the intensity. Yeah, that's right.
I think about, I met all 3 of you all in 2017. at the same time,
Crazy.
around the same time, like literally summer, July and August, which is really, really crazy because here we are today and it feels like 10 years have gone by, but actually it's only been 3 years. And right before that though, I was coming from a place of desperation and loneliness. And what I mean by that is, I had graduated from the University of Florida and I was a success story. I had just got back from DC, was working with the FBI. I was on articles, publications, news reports. I was a commencement speaker at UF. Like I was speaking, like I was doing big things, and everyone was like, Jose, people would hit me up, but only when they needed something, you know, kind of thing. But I was like, nah, I love to serve people. They're my friends, da da da. And then I realized that no one really knew me. No one knew Jose. No one knew who I was in the private. And so then I started to kind of take matters into my own hand and create my own friendships. I remember I was at a church, and I would always see these two dudes walk into church together, sit on the front row seat to my right, every single service, and I just loved how they worship together and everything. And so I was like, man, God, I want that. I want what they have. And I was like, I would pray, and I went through like 4 months of just nobody in my life. And so finally, when those dudes, one day I approached them and I was like, yo, man, and I asked them if they were free for lunch. And so I met up with each of them individually. The first one didn't work out. He was just too busy. Like he was trying to finish his master's in his MBA program, and he was getting ready to leave town. And so it just didn't work out. But I was like, it's okay. Let me reach out to the next dude. Reached out to the next dude, and he started coming over. But it wasn't organic. I was just like, I wanted this picture to post on social media, like, look at me and my brothers, but it didn't work out. And so for the next 2 months, I was just like, God, I'm gonna be faithful and I'm gonna be the friend that I need. So I started just reaching out to people. I started being more intentional with people. And throughout that whole process, I didn't do anything extra special. I was just being myself. I was being honest. I stayed focused. I was working with youth, and I knew that kids were my passion. And so I followed my God-given purpose, my talent, my calling. And in the midst of following my calling, and I didn't even think about this, but the Holy Spirit, in the midst of me following my calling, the people came. I was so focused on my calling that along the process, I met him. A week later, I sat in a meeting across the table from you. A month later, I walked into the school where he was at. And here we are. Like, this is so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. And I met you all three literally all at the same time. Like, I was just like, these 3 years of like loneliness, which wasn't really loneliness. I was just craving something that I didn't have. Everything came all at once.
Crazy.
And so it's just, this is worth gold.
A man of God, you're gonna find yourself in an environment with a man of God. If that's what you're seeking, you know what I mean? Like you can get the environment that you're looking for, and those things. And the thing about you, Jose, that you're not realizing is that you were seeking for that. You were seeking for that. I mean, the three of us still had a decision to make whether we wanted to be your brother. You know what I mean? But you had something that the three of us wanted.
Yes.
You know, so you were seeking. I know that's funny, but it's true. It's like you had to make the decision. But you were seeking Jesus.
Yes.
And it happened to be that the three of us were doing the same.
Same thing.
And so that's how that connection was made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good, man. I love y'all. How's your definition shifted?
I would say pretty much what these guys have said already. I never used the term friend loosely, even growing up.
Okay.
I just didn't do it. I'd be like, yeah, we cool, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't.
Cool.
Yeah,
you know what that meant too?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we just cool.
We coolin', you know. You know, but it was, I kind of learned early as I was in high school, like, who you call friend is not really your friend. You know what I'm saying? So during my 11th and my senior year, I was like, man, I thought that was my friend. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was my homeboy. I thought that was my friend. But it was only because we seen each other, you know what I'm saying? We played on the same team. But after school, I didn't really have anything to do with you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I got back to school, you know what I'm saying, I was like, so is this really my friend? Or is this somebody that I just hang with sometimes? So I started learning that everybody shouldn't have that title as friend. Because when I called you a friend, which I didn't understand brotherhood at that time,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But they were brothers, you know what I'm saying? If I called you my friend, then we are brothers, you know what I'm saying? So you fall into that same category. That's why I was laughing when you said you made 3 categories for them, you know what I'm saying? But for high school kids, you have to break it down sometimes
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like friendship, brotherhood,
Yep.
acquaintance.
Yep.
If you're not my friend, you're an acquaintance.
Right.
And brother goes into the same as friend. You know what I'm saying? The brotherhood and the friendship goes into one.
Yeah.
It's like one thing. Because when I call you my friend, that means I know about you.
Yeah.
Like not just, oh, we cool like that. No, I know about you. I know who his mom is. I know who his dad is. I know what he like to eat. I know what he might like to drink. I may even know his favorite color. I know his birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you now.
Right.
Like you my friend. You know what I'm saying? And if we talk like you said or not talk, when I pick up the phone after 3 months, we're on the same conversation that we ended off with, laughing and joking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You remember when you said it? Yeah. So friendship for me was changed early in my junior and senior year, where I didn't call people friend really.
Yeah.
I changed that. I started saying, we cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's my friend. Yeah, we cool. I didn't tell other people that way. Yeah, we cool. You
For
like
those
it?
people that are watching now, that if Joel told you that he was cool with you,
You know what it
then
was.
you know what it means now. You know, 15 years later, 20
You
years
know
later,
what I'm saying?
you have
Like,
the
you know,
definition.
and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I started to cherish it, because I didn't have that growing up already. So it was, my maturity level was just growing rapidly. Like understanding what a friend is and what this is an associate. Like this is my associate, you know, we cool. That's what we cool, you my associate.
Yeah.
Like, and when I feel like laughing or whatever, I know who I need to go to.
Yeah.
That's my joke over there, you know what I'm saying? This is my hard hit over here, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? My friend circle was very small. You know what I'm saying? And people didn't understand that when I would tell them. I'm like, nah, I got one. And they were like, what you mean you got? I got one friend. I'm like, one. And they like, but you hang with everybody. Yeah, I hang with everybody.
Yeah.
But that ain't, they not all in my circle. I'm not gonna tell them nothing about what I do. Or, you know, I'm not inviting them to, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're not coming to my house. Got one. So, friend is something I use very carefully. And I think as I got older, you know what I'm saying, I just didn't want to, I think I started using friend a little more loose, so I wouldn't offend people, you know, be like, oh yeah, that's my friend right there. But really, like, that's my associate, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know him, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all friends? Cool, you know, you use it, you know, you try to do it so you don't hurt nobody's feelings. But really, we cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what I would say, you know. Now, you know what I'm saying? Nah, they ain't my friend, but I know, you know what I'm saying? I know them, they know me.
Wow. Yeah.
By name.
So there's definitely gonna be a part 2 because there's so much more we gotta talk about. We gotta talk about fatherhood in our next episode. But as we wrap up this one, I think a lot of times as men, even within our brotherhood groups, we can still have pride in the sense of like we don't really need each other, or we don't really say we need each other as much. But we do need each other. Sometimes just that phone call, prayer, encouragement, whatever. But like, we want to be tough, you know, kind of thing. It seem like we got it all together. And when they call us, we there. But then it's like, who do we call? Like, do we really want to bother Joel? Do I really want to bother Asley? Do I really want to bother Jeff right now? Like, you know, kind of thing. And so my last question is for Big Bro. Just like, how can we serve you? Yeah, you're the oldest. You have a home. You have everything that we're trying to get to. You just became a homeowner. Shout out to you. But like, so you don't really need anything from us. But I'm sure there's ways that we can still serve you.
I wouldn't say that I don't need anything from you. That right there. I know what you're saying, but when I hear that, I'm like, no. I do need, you know what I'm saying? And I need accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to hold me accountable at all times. You know, even if sometimes, like, if people may be like, man, that's a little too serious. Like, if I'm joking and I'm falling out of character, just even joking, you know what I'm saying, don't joke with me and you know that joke ain't proper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, now it's just an example, people. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert. No. You know what I'm saying? You in the gym and you see a girl with the J-Lo walk by, you like, dog, look at that. Like, is that real? You think that's real? You know,
Right.
avert your eyes, man. Don't look at that, man. That thing gonna make you, like, I know some people like, for real? Like, is it? Yeah, just that little bit can make, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
make you fall off track, you know what I'm saying? Like, that can hurt you, so I need that accountability.
Yep.
Not saying that I did it, not saying that get it right now.
Disclaimer alert.
Just saying, like, hold accountable, because, you know what I'm saying, it can happen to anybody. I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, you know what I'm saying, but those that I call my brothers, my friends, hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? Friends help friends become kings, you know what I'm saying? So,
Repeat that.
friends help friends become kings.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? Hold me accountable. Don't let me be a little prince all my days. You know what I'm saying? I want to grow too.
Right.
So I need y'all, you know what I'm saying, all times. Like if you don't see me in my word or read my word or, you know what I'm saying, this man right here I say is good at posting, you know, scripture in the morning. I be like, I read my scripture, but I don't be posting it like him. I be like, this man post. I said, man. I'm like, I said, he posting more than me. I'm like, beat him to the post, you know what I'm saying?
And it's good when he gets you before you got in your word. You're like, I gotta get in my word too.
So that I do need, you know what I'm saying? So those little things like that, what you see small, is big to me. It's huge. Just a morning quote in the morning, be like, bro, this is what I read this morning. Even though I'm reading mine, you know what I'm saying? But to see somebody else that's in my circle doing the same thing holds me more accountable. Like,
Absolutely.
I cannot slip.
Absolutely.
Not because of me, but I can't let my brothers down. I cannot let my brothers down. I can't let the next man down that's dependent on me. I don't even know who you are, but I know you out there, so I can't let you down. So, you know, that's mine. And you didn't get the last question either, because I got a question.
Okay.
I got a question for next time.
Oh, okay.
For next time. For next time. Just something.
Is it gonna be teasing? You gonna tease the audience?
It's a little bit. So, it's one of the questions. Who are you teaching to be a man? I'm not asking nobody else that right now. But who are you teaching to be a man?
So stay tuned for episode 2. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank y'all.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And see y'all next time.
Thank y'all.